This is after the last video. After the last video. Immediately after. So I'm still tired. Uh, Let me think about what I should say here. What should I? Oh yeah, how school's a trauma for me. I'm an autistic kid. I was in special education, and for a majority of my life, I was in special education. I had a crippling fear. I had a crippling separation anxiety from my mother because I loved her so much. I loved her so much. I love her. I still do. I love her so much. And so I just didn't like school because it kept me away from her. So ran over. I ran to school. And in kindergarten, daycare, and a lot of trauma happened to me there. I was pushed into a dark room by my brother and his friend. That dark bathroom. I stayed there for a very long time. I was in there for a very long time. So that was something. But the main thing I want to talk about today. This might be a short one, but when I went to Heritage Elementary in Houston, Texas, there was this room. It was not a sensory room. It was just a room. It was an empty school, empty classroom. No chairs, no desks, nothing. There's nothing but carpet. Nothing but carpet. They used to, when I used to act up, wanting to run away from school, they would throw me in there and put me in essentially solitary confinement. And I stayed there for a very, very long time. I was in there for a very long time. I used to punch. I used to punch the doors, trying to break it down, punch it until my knuckles bled. I used to hit my head on the door, trying to claw and just get out of that room. But I could never do it. I could never do it. And eventually I had to beg to be let out. Or my rage was so burnt out that only sorrow remained, and I started to just sob, and eventually my tears would dry as well. I would just climb into like a cubby, into a little hole and hide myself. So that was pretty fucked up. And then other stuff happened. I got bullied. I got bullied me. I was called, and then in school I was called slurs. I had water bottles thrown at me. I had other things happened. I was essentially a victim of prejudice and racism. I told you about that in the first video. But things have happened. None of them good, none of them good. I don't know if my phone's dying or whatever, but I'm kind of worried about that. Maybe. Oh, I'm so fucking tired. I'm so fucking tired. I just want peace. I want this to stop. You know what? Maybe this is not as long as a video as the others were, but I'm gonna say goodbye. Maybe I talked about something that I might talk about later, but I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, I'll see you as soon as I see you. Might be another year, but have fun, or have fun. Goodbye. I love you. No homo. If you're late, hit me up.